Substitutes Gabriel Martinelli and Leandro Trossard score the goals to give Arsenal a 2-0 win in Bilbao. Arsenal have come away from Bilbao in a 2-0 performance in a cagey match between the two teams. The game started off as quite a cagey affair. First half, both teams didn't really do too much. Bilbao were playing a high press and Arsenal really struggled to get out in the first half. We weren't really playing quick enough to try and break down their defence, so it was a lot of possession in the back line, not really going anywhere. Not too many chances in the first half. Gyökeres had a couple of half chances, best being his diving header, and I can't really remember Bilbao having too many chances at the other end either. Yeah, it was quite a cagey first half. Obviously, their crowd was really up for it. So it was, quite a difficult first half of football. Our defence was pretty solid. Again, Mosquera being in there, replacing Saliba. You didn't really feel the loss of Saliba again, which is great. And then going into the second half, we picked up the pace a little bit, but we still weren't really making too many chances. Madueke was probably our most dangerous player going down that right side, but still, again, not really creating too much. He was getting into good areas, but not really feeding the ball very well. And then Mikel Arteta decided to change things up, and on comes Martinelli, and within 36 seconds, he scores a goal. A brilliant little bit of play. It actually came from their, I think it was a goal kick, or their goalkeeper punting the ball down. Our defence heading it away. It comes to Trossard, a little flick over the top of the defence, and Martinelli's on his bike. Good couple of touches, and then puts it underneath the goalkeeper. Brilliant for Martinelli. It's only going to do good things for his confidence. Obviously, a lot of competition for these places now. If this competition is going to bring the best out of Martinelli, I'm all for it. And then Trossard goes and gets himself a goal towards the end of the game to kill off the game. Yeah, I think the game plan was well executed. That's a sort of away performance that we see from an Arteta side, especially in Europe. You know, we go there, we stifle them, don't give them too many chances. And then if we haven't scored, we bring on, I mean, our depth is so good now that we have the luxury of bringing on players like Martinelli and Trossard, and we've even got Odegaard out injured, we've got Havertz out injured, we got Saka out injured, we got all these players that we would have struggled without having last season. I think our recruitment's been so good that now we can afford to have these players out injured. We can still bring on players like Martinelli. So all in all, a good away opening performance in Bilbao. Let's have a look at what Arsenal fans are saying on Finalysis. I want to have a look at some comments here and see what they think of the performance. AFC Lockie 49 says, typical away performance. I must say Europe really suits us in the way we play, and that historically has never been the case. Didn't look threatened, but didn't really look comfortable either. I feel our best chance of winning something this year is Europe. Defence this season has started phenomenally well. On the attack, it hasn't clicked just yet, but a lot of positives, and as a fan base, shouldn't get down if we lose a game and shouldn't forget where we were before Arteta was in charge. I agree with that completely. Yeah, the attack hasn't really clicked just yet, but there are good signs. Madueke showing good signs. Eze, he's going to come good. I mean, he's only played 2 games for us, or started 2 games for us, so eventually he's gonna get it. Look at this from Christian Tai. Average performance, great result. What a strange game. Very slow start. Didn't look fluid in attack at all. Thought it was an even first half with Bilbao slightly edging it, but the second half was much better. We grew and grew into the game, and the substitutions changed everything. Trossard on at 65 minutes, Martinelli on at 71 minutes, and they link up to score in the 72nd minute. Mikel Arteta masterclass topped off by another link-up goal to seal the game. Overall, a good away win and 3 points in our first Champions League game this season. Yeah, I think that's it. I think it was always going to be quite an edgy first half. I mean, they've been out of the Champions League for a long time. Their fans were well up for this. The crowd sounded phenomenal, really raising the roof off the place. So it was always going to be cagey opening. But yeah, I think Arteta got the game plan spot on, and the substitutes did their role. This is from Sort of Sarcastic. Mascara is, to quote Rock and Roller, deal a steal, sale of the fucking century. And he had everyone on lockdown and provided a spark where necessary, even from a flat flank of static play. Madueke was constant pressure for the second game in a row, proving his worth with a stubborn inquisition up that right-hand side. Yeah, I agree with that. Zubamendi was a dark artist of continual threat in midfield, and like with Eze, watching him move on the ball and into space is a joy. I was expecting Arteta to sub on Winieri for Rice. Brave move keeping him on for the full game considering the particular brand of nonsense happening, injuries and fouls. In the second half, Timber and Norgard took on 3 guys to keep the ball with ease, showing new Arsenal have teeth and are not afraid to bite. Even with that, there are 3 yellow cards for silly things, and Bilbao, after realising their pressure wasn't working, suffocated the squad by fouling and slowing the pace, counting on injury issues to try and cause trouble. But the depth in the bench means we can take a few knocks and still do this all day. Martinelli and Trossard both being the difference makers. Contrary to common occurrence with the two of them, Martinelli gave it an instinctive, passionately selfish run, and Trossard made space. Thought about it and put it away with class we haven't seen from him for a season or so. Gyökeres' injury concerned me concussion-wise, but he was good to play. Still provided enough of a threat and creativity, even if he didn't successfully finish. It's a good entrance to the Championship, even with a rocky first half, a clean sheet and contained drama where it did bloom. Looking forward to Sunday if we start as we mean to go on. Come on, you Gunners. So yeah, I agree with a lot of things in there. He says, the only thing I don't agree with is where he says Trossard made space, thought about it and put away with class we haven't seen from him for a season or so. I think Trossard does that quite a lot, to be fair. When he gets the chance, he will do things like that for us. Obviously, he doesn't do it consistently enough for us, but I think he does do that when he does get his chance. So, and the last one here, this is from Toby Parks. He says, Trossard and Martinelli are back. Depth is the king of success. It allows anyone to find form again without the pressure. Welcome back. Yeah, it's true. It's good having this much depth. It does take the pressure off of Martinelli and Trossard having to perform week in, week out at a standard that we think they should be playing at. We've now got these players to come in and be at that standard when other players aren't at that standard. So I think all in all, having this depth is only going to help all of the squad going forward. So yeah, all in all, good opening game for us. Clean sheet, 2 goals, at a place where it could have been difficult for us. And at times it was difficult for us. We go away with the win, 3 points. Now we look forward to Sunday, game against Manchester City, a difficult game. And let's hope we can carry on with these winning ways. All right. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Cheers.